I love both, but one's a bench, essentially, and the other's a chair.
Do you have any preference right now?
I'm really excited about this one. It will bring more people together.
Sejima-san, どっちの方? Yeah, okay. She seems to like this.
Now that we have the With Every Fiber exhibit in the Peace Forest, and we've seen now so much activity in the plaza, we want to be able to bring people out into the plaza and then back into the barns to create more circulation between the plaza and the barns, or something around seating so people could actually sit on something that has been made with Design for Freedom principles, connecting their body to the wider goals of Design for Freedom.
These shapes are quite difficult to make in wood, so they get really complex. We have to use a lot of adhesives and heavy machinery. Maybe the best way to go is utilize a tree that's already shaped in this manner. So we're not like fighting and trying to force the wood to be in the shape, but if nature already grew it, then it's so much more optimized. Then all we need to do is find the trees that are shaped to this. Basically just have to start asking everyone we know, ask neighbors, ask your friends, I'll ask people here. There's 6 different benches with 6 different designs. So we had some 3D printed shapes made, and basically just started trying to figure out where we can get them. And I started asking Kim, like, do we have such shapes on the grounds at Grace Farms?
My husband and I were standing in our backyard, and I looked at the picture that Toshi sent to me, and I looked up and I went, That then started the process of Toshi coming out here in our backwoods. It's kind of been incredible that you have found a match for just about every model.
So it just happened that the black cherry is a good species for the shapes that we were looking for. They're a little bit more swoopy with how they grow and how they're searching. They're not as segmented.
They're very rapid growers, so it's a much more, I'm going to call it, mobile kind of look. Black cherry, or Prunus serratina, is a very valuable wood. It's used in furniture, it's used in toys, it's used in laminate, it's got a lot veneers. It's a very hard wood, but it's what we call an early succession wood. So it provides a lot of diversity. It's a very high value wildlife tree. So it also is very prolific. It's one of the first trees that's going to pop up. But as the woodland starts to mature and the light levels start to lower, that particular tree, a black cherry, starts to be less successful as we start to get into our oak, hickory, beech, maple forests. So they naturally start to decline. So we were kind of fortunate these trees were ready to be removed, or they would naturally fall down and create little gaps of light in the woodlands that are spaces for regeneration. So it's a really vital part of how the woods naturally regenerates itself. So we're kind of just doing a little assistance, regenerative assistance.
You know, with my history in building wooden boats and restoring wooden boats, essentially we're doing the same thing. We're just taking a shape and we're making it smaller and rounder and smoother and fairer. You know, with boats, everything's curved. In wooden boats, everything's curved in every dimension. So you kind of just get used to working in a very curved environment. You're always kind of working in this 45 on a diagonal motion. I tend to think of, the process in like always keeping a fair shape and a nice curve.
So structurally, this is not gonna. This is okay. It's not gonna.
It's fine.
If we were to take it out, it would divot. Then we have to make it smaller, just to try to fix
So
everything.
I've tried to find just a balance of chasing out as much sapwood as I possibly can.
Yeah.
And honoring the shape that, I think we want, and not having it just get super, super lumpy.
Yeah. The heartwood is darker, the sapwood is lighter. So the light wood you see here, the dark wood you see here. The heartwood is actually the really, really strong portion, and that's what we're looking to get. But nature doesn't grow the heartwood in a perfect round. It's all kind of organic shape. So as we try to get a uniform diameter, some of the heartwood is still exposed. The sapwood is still exposed while exposing the heartwood. So that's why you sort of get these pockets of darker heartwood and lighter sapwood. So just really working with what nature gave us, and in order to try to create that shape. I think one of the things trying to do is, it shouldn't just look like a log that just washed up and that's that. The intention is to take what the tree is, start shaping it out, getting it closer to almost like a sculptural element, so it's something kind of like in between. That way it seems more intentional. This is the placement that Sejima had done in the plaza area where bench 1 through 6 would be located. Originally they were sort of located more towards the walkway, but then she realized it might be more interesting to have a variation. So some are located next to the walkway, some are more in the middle. We'd put gravel at the bottom so there's no grass or ground touching the bottom of the log.
You want to come like right in here? You just want like 5 degrees or something?
Yeah, I would say just slight. I mean, it'd probably be more like a little bit like that.
Okay.
So,
And okay, flat through there.
yeah. Bench 5, which we have here, it's actually quite heavy. And in order to support it, we have these wood mock-ups made here, but these are going to be stainless steel legs. And one thing that Sejima wanted was to, instead of having it at 90 degrees straight down, just angle it a little bit so it doesn't look too, let's say, rational or logical. It's a little bit more fun. There's a text that Sejima had made for the design of the benches. They're like dancing trees or dancing logs. So really trying to find that animated form. No, I know color. Slowly. Okay.グレイスファームの10周年を記念して6つの木のベンチを作りました。6つはバラバラの形をしていますが、同時にみんなで一緒にダンスを踊っているような6つが1セットのベンチたちでエントランス広場に置かれます。森の中からベンチとして良さそうな木を見つけ、そこに足を足して出来上がりました。私たちが思い思いに座ったり寄りかかったり、あるいは抱きついて、さらに新しいダンスが生まれ、大きく広がっていきます。
Nice to see you again.
Oh, you too. 10-year anniversary.
A lot of people here, it might get a little bit.
It's very beautiful. Flower and then baby. Here we go. Right?
Remember when we designed a playground? And we didn't do it because we said that we wanted children to naturally play and not be not instructed to play. Like this is your play area. We want the whole 80 acres to be a playground.
Yes.
Does it exceed your expectations?
It's
better?
more.
Exactly.